Welcome back to the Arkansas Razorbacks Dynasty, where in the last episode you guys saw us get two massive wins over number 2 Texas A&M at the time, 31-17, and then after that a win over Mississippi State, 38-24. They were 5-2 before that game, so 2 big wins there. Unfortunately, if you didn't catch the last episode, we did lose our first game of the season, a 19-17 heartbreaking defeat against Notre Dame, but we of course started off 3-0, so we're now 5-1. You guys can see up in the top left there, we're currently number 7 in the country. This is currently what the college football top 25 rankings are looking like. Lots of big games here in the SEC this week, and just overall, number 3 Texas Tech facing number 22 Oklahoma State. Georgia's going to be facing off against number 20 Tennessee. A&M facing number 21 Florida. So it's going to be a big week. There's going to be a lot of movement after this week, more than likely. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we're going to find ourselves with a win over Auburn here in our first game. As far as recruiting goes this week, not much has changed. Our number 1 target is right now still Cole Cutting, the middle linebacker from Georgia, and we are facing competition from Georgia right now. Then we've got quarterback Nick Clinton. We are number 2 on his list as of right now. We've got Brian Flavors, the defensive tackle that we're going after. Khalid Smith, we already got a commitment from a tight end last week, but we're going to go after him as well. We just added Elliot Kagser from Maryland. We're going to go after him now. We just added him this week. We're going to face some competition from Colorado State and Maryland who are going after him. Deshaun Reeder, another right tackle, Inachukwu, and Stephen Doss, the punter. Those are the only players we're going after right now. We've got a couple more quarterbacks if Nick Clinton falls through, but we're going to go after those players as of right now. If you haven't checked out the previous episodes, we have gotten some very good commitments already this season, including a 5-star Shaquille Liggins, a center from Louisiana. That'll be that for recruiting. So let's go ahead and hop into this game against Auburn. 4-2 Auburn to start off the season, facing the number 7 Razorbacks. We're going to start with the ball first here at Razorback Stadium, facing off against this Auburn Tigers defense that I'm sure is pretty solid. We're going to start off with a play action. Needed to get away quick, and that is going to be an interception with the defensive line. And you could not write a worse script for us to start off this game. Auburn will have fantastic field position. They're going to dump this one off short. We're going to lay the boom on them. 4-yard gain. First and goal. Run play up the middle. We're going to lay a big hit on them. They get 4 yards. They're down to the 1-yard line. But we need to stop them here. We don't have much of a choice. We got that covered, but we don't have it covered long enough. And Auburn will start off this game with a touchdown. So that's about as bad of a start as we could have possibly asked for. We're going to hit Jordan Anthony on this underneath route. And juke move inside, pick up a few more yards. We need to get going here on this drive. Running all go on this play. Not sure if we're going to be able to find anyone. We could have found someone down the middle of the field, but we'll tuck it with Taylon Green, be safe, and get 8 yards. 3rd and 2 here, driving down the field. We're going to try to utilize Taylon Green's legs more in these games. We've got the edge here. We're going to rush for 7 or 8 yards there. We need to utilize Taylon Green's speed more because he has got a lot of it. And off to Jaquez Cross, we've got room to run, and we are down to the 3-yard line. But on 2nd down, we will run it with Rashad DeBinion, and we will get into the end zone and level this game at 7. 3rd and 5 for Auburn. Can we stop them here? They've been looking for the underneath routes a lot. They are going to find someone out on this corner of the field. Jalen Braxton tries to go for a big hit and is not able to get him down. Xavier Sawyer will make the tackle after a big gain. Auburn will run the hurry up and then immediately look to go again. We might have to start running some man coverage against this team. We are not able to put up any kind of defense against them right now. They're going to run the ball here on 1st and goal, and we will stop them. Auburn in the Wildcat here on 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. We're able to get through with a couple of guys and stop them in the backfield. And they'll surely be looking for the pass here on 3rd and goal, and we're going to get the sack as well. We will stop them here on 3rd down. We'll force a field goal. It will be up, and it will be no good. Wide right from the Auburn kicker. That will give us an opportunity to go down and score ourselves. 2nd and 10, wide receiver mid-screen. It's going to work out well for us. We are going to pick up the 1st down with Isaiah Satania. Going to try to run the power read here with Taylon Green. It works out well for us. Juke move inside one man, and we will get down to the 35-yard line. That's the kind of utilizing that I'm talking about. But that is the kind of stuff that I'm also talking about when I say that we need to limit the turnovers, and we cannot figure out how to do it. With Taylon Green, that's his 8th interception of the season. Actually, 9th interception of the season now, 2 in this game. We are able to stop them though, 3 and out. It'll be 4th and 1, and they're going to go ahead and punt this away. We're going to have to call for a fair catch with Cross Johnson. We're right back to a 3rd and 3 though. We're going to look to do the RPO here with Jaquez Cross, possibly Jordan Anthony. That one middle linebacker cheated up, but I think we're going to get called for illegal man downfield here, and unfortunately that one is going to be brought back. Great catch from Jordan Anthony on the next play. Juke move inside, and we will pick up about 30. We're right back to a third down situation here. Jaquez Cross. We're going to try to hit him on the screen, but we actually don't even need to. We're going to run out here with Taylor Green. No one to go to. It's going to be 4th and 4 from the 27-yard line. We'll go ahead and try to hit a field goal here. And it will be up, and it will be good. So we will take the 10-7 lead. Going to try to bring the blitz here on 3rd and 3 and hope that they're running the ball. Looks like they might be running an inside zone split potentially here. And it looks like the quarterback will keep it. And we will eventually bring him down, but not after they get the first. Auburn have been all about the quick plays, so we're going to try to limit that. And we are going to get a major sack here and bring them down. It'll be 2nd and 17. I kind of feel like bringing the blitz now right after that. Davis Metcalf coming off the edge. We're not able to get there, and they are able to complete that pass. I think their quarterback is almost perfect. Yeah, you can see it there, 13 of 14. And he is just simply not missing. He's made a lot of very quick throws, very short throws, and then let his receivers get downfield. So that's partly a big reason why, but we just cannot stop them when it comes to passing the ball. And as you can see here, it's just going to continue. 2nd and 5 here for Auburn. They go for the halfback slip screen, and their running back will get in. Xavier Sawyer with a bad angle, me with a bad angle. Luke has a wide open over the middle. Not exactly wide open, I guess. We're going to go with the no huddle here. We've only got 26 seconds remaining in the quarter. We're going to go with the double post. Unfortunately, we're running a 2 tight end set at the moment. Could we hit Satania deep? No, we can't. We're just going to run it with Taylor Green and get out of bounds with 8 seconds remaining. We pretty much got one shot at the end zone here. We've got Satania potentially deep, and he's going to try to go for the aggressive catch, and he is not able to bring it down, so we will have to settle for a field goal here. 3 seconds remaining, and it will be not even close. Field goals are still so difficult on Heisman in this game, and it will be 14-10 for the Auburn Tigers heading into half. And they'll start off with the ball here in the second half. We just need a big play from our defense. Just one time this game, and we need a big pick. We've gotten several of them throughout the season. We're up to like 14 or 15 picks on the season, so we really need one right now. They're going to look to go deep here. We are going to break up that pass, and Jalen Braxton will end up with it, just like I said, and we are going to take this one to the house, or are we? Jalen Braxton is going to house that interception, and we will take the lead here at the beginning of the second half. That is exactly what we needed. 3rd and 4 here for Auburn. They're going to go for the quick pass. They are going to complete it, and they're going to barely pick up that first down. Bryce Kane with 90 receiving yards already today. Auburn are trying to answer quickly here. We're going to go with man coverage. We barely missed the first tackle, miss another one. We will finally bring them out at the 2-yard line. Auburn are threatening yet again. Didn't take them very long at all to get back into this one. And they are now going to try to push this one in from the 2-yard line, running it right up the middle. Laying the big hit, though, is going to be Carson Dean. Another run and another stop behind the line, which will lead to a 3rd and goal situation from the 4-yard line. And the stadium is going to be rocking for this one. We just need to guard everything short if we can. They're going to go for another pass in the end zone. Did Jalen Braxton actually pick that off? And was he in bounds? It looked like he might have gotten a foot down, but it was hard to tell. We're going to go ahead and run another play on offense, and it doesn't look like they're going to stop us. We're going to have to slow that one down, but it does look like he is just barely in. I don't know how much I can really zoom in on that. That is insane. What an interception from Jalen Braxton. So we'll go ahead and run this play right here. We're going to have Luke Haas across the middle. We're going to fire it to him. We're going to get it to him, and we'll pick up the first. We do unfortunately have to punt it back right after that, but we are at least pinning them back deep within their own territory. Quarterback keeper here. Can we get a big hit on him? No, we can't. He's breaking another tackle, and we are unable to stop him before he gets the first down. Going to try to get to the quarterback quick, and we are unable to, and Auburn will score. So we are unable to capitalize on the interceptions that we are getting, and they now take the lead, 21-17. That'll take us to the 4th quarter, where we have a 3rd and 5 here for Auburn. We need to get a stop, and yet, of course, we can't. The passing game, whether we're running zone, whether we're running man, we are unable to stop them. Hank Brown the quarterback for Auburn, having a fantastic game. We're going to see what he can do here on 1st and 10. Quick pass out here into the bubble, and it'll be a 5-yard gain yet again. All right, 3rd and 7, boys. We need another stop. I mean, we're unable to do anything. They get down to our 9-yard line, looking for yet another pass play. We're not able to go for that ball with Mitchell. Not sure why he is not trying to jump there. Luckily for us, the receiver was out of bounds whenever he caught that ball. We're going to switch this play to Tampa 2 here. Let's see what they do. It looks like they might go with a jet touch pass. They do. We're going to take out the edge rush, and we will get them stopped. And on 3rd down, we need a tackle. Yes, sir. Jalen Braxton finally brings them down. We'll stop them to 4th and goal here. They're going to have to go for the field goal to make it 24-17. And the kick will be up, and it will be no good again. The kicker for Auburn has missed 2 wide right from less than 30 yards. 3rd and 2 here. Need a big run from Jaquez Cross. We nearly get taken down. We try to spin move out to the right. Unable to really go anywhere with it. But we at least pick up the first. And I think we'll just go ahead and run the clock down to the 2-minute warning. We want to be sure to give them the ball back with very little time, if any. We also, of course, want to make sure that we score a touchdown because we don't have any other option at this point. We're going to stick to the ground game with Jaquez Cross. Only going to pick up 2 this time. We've gained a lot of yardage on the ground. I think we need to stick with the ground game right now. I'm scared to throw an interception with Taylor Green, if I'm being completely honest with you. We're going to hand that off to DeBinion. Run up forward, and we'll get 3. 3rd and 5. Sticking with the run. It's a risky decision, but we're going to stick with it. We're going to get to 4th and 1 from the 3-yard line. We just need 1 more yard, and I think we have to stick to the ground game. And we're going to run the same play we just ran. Hopefully catch them slipping. DeBinion straight up the middle, and DeBinion will be into the end zone for another touchdown. We will take the lead, and as long as we convert this PAT, we'll be up by 3. Going to be running a little cover 4 drop here. They got a decent amount of yards off the kickoff. They're going to complete their first run out of bounds. They only have 19 seconds to get down the field and get into field goal position, but their kicker has been very bad today, so I'm not too worried about them kicking a field goal at this point. They might want to go for the touchdown. Good pass there, though, and they're going to get the first down, only 14 seconds remaining. We just need to be sure to keep everything in front of us. They're going to go to the ground here on 1st down and only pick up a few yards. That is about as interesting of a decision as it gets. 2nd and 4, another carry, and now they have to take another timeout here on 3rd and 1. And they're going to go for the field goal right now. I mean, I'm not sure what their game plan has been, but that field goal will be up, and it will be good, so we will potentially go to overtime. We'll have to see what happens on this kickoff. We're only able to get the kickoff out to about the 15, but, you figure we might as well go for a vertical here or an all-go. We're just going to run it with Jordan Anthony, see what we can do. We're going to pick up some yards, but that will be the end of regulation, so we will be going to overtime here at Razorback Stadium. This will be our first time going into overtime. We're going to win the coin toss, and we will elect to play defense first. So Auburn will start off with the ball. And the second play will be a pass for a gain. They only get a few yards, though. We're taking away a lot right now. They're going to have to throw it out of bounds. It'll be 4th and 3, and we're going to hold them to just a field goal, which gives us a lot of momentum heading into our offensive possession here, especially if we can force a miss. But that kick will be up, and it will be no good yet again. Their kicker has missed 3 field goals today on the right side of the post. That makes our job a lot easier. We just need to run it up the middle. We can take 3 yards of play. It doesn't matter. We're going to run it again with Jaquez Cross. Pick up about 7. Yeah, we get the first down. 18 carries for 103 yards today for Jaquez Cross. A couple of big stops, though, and it'll be 3rd and 18. And now it'll be 4th and 28. We tried to run the slip screen, and we could not get it out. I don't know if our kicker is able to even kick it 50 yards. Not to mention there's a wind of 17 miles per hour. That one will be up, and it will be no good. It will go to another overtime. Oh, baby. Jaquez Cross right up the middle. Tried to dive for it, but we will be down at the 1-yard line. We got 1 play. Please, boys, let's just get in the end zone, and let's not worry about it. That play is going to go nowhere. What is our offensive line doing? And then we make the mistake of turning it over. That's why I didn't want to throw the ball with Taylon Green, man. It's just not going to work out for us. There's too many men in the end zone, and now we have to rely on our defense to stop them yet again. It is 3rd and inches, but they're going to find a pass across the middle. It's going to be 1st and goal now from the 2-yard line. Things are not looking good for us. We pretty much have to force a turnover to win this game. We're going to try to blitz if we can. It is not letting me move Mitchell. There we go. Now we're moving him. But it's not going to matter. They're going to find their man out in the flat. And the Auburn Tigers will come to Fayetteville and knock off the number 7 Razorbacks 30-24 in 2 overtimes. It's Heartbreak Hogs all over again. And what a terrible game from Taylon Green today. 3 interceptions. We should have stuck with the ground game more, but I mean, sometimes you just have to throw the ball. And unfortunately, we could not do so very well today. Let's go take a look at the Auburn stats because they must be absolutely crazy. Rushing-wise, they didn't do anything too wild, but they still had a good amount of yards. Passing-wise, Hank Brown, 37 of 46 for 355 yards and 4 touchdowns. There was just nothing we could do to stop the Auburn attack today. We'll go ahead and advance to the next week. Hopefully see some commitments, but I'm not really too sure after a week like that. Some players might not want to commit. We'll get a 3-star D tackle, but that is it for this week. And I'm sure that loss is what made us go into 2nd place for cold cutting here. Georgia overtake us and look like they're going to continue to overtake us and probably get that commitment, which is very unfortunate, obviously. Getting a 5-star middle linebacker at this point in the dynasty would be very, very nice to see. We're still in first for a few of our players, though, or for a few of our targets. So we'll have to see how recruiting goes this week, but there's not going to be any major changes before this game against Texas. We're going to go down to Austin and face the 6-3 Longhorns. We're currently 5-2 now, still ranked 12th though, so we didn't drop too much. And we'll go ahead and jump into this Texas game, but it's going to be pretty terrifying to say the least. 90 overall, 90 offense, 90 defense versus our 86, 87, and 86. We really need a big win here. Are we going to be able to get it? I don't know. If we do, we're going to be 6-2 and we'll be back up into the top 10. We dominated Texas last year, 34-10, but their team is just as good, if not better, this year than it was last year. And this game is kind of make or break for our season. I mean, honestly, if we lose this game, it could mean that our confidence dips to an all-time low. So we need to see a big game from the boys here. And at this point in the season, I can confidently say that I am not confident using Taylon Green throwing the ball. We're going to look for Luke Haas, and that is just a terrible ball. He is not good at throwing on the run. We're going to have to settle for a punt here in our first drive. First play here for Quinn Ewers. They're going to send a man in motion. Going to hand it off, though, and our defensive line and our linebackers get absolutely blown up. And the secondary has to make the tackle after a first down. 2nd and 12 here for the Longhorns, and we get a stop in the backfield for 3rd and 15. Xavier Story just left the game the play before that with an injury, and he's not back in yet, so it looks like it could be potentially a big injury. Trying to guard the middle of the field. They're going to go deep, and we're going to get an interception with Jaheim Singletary. I don't know how many he's got this season. He's going to get leveled there at the 20-yard line. That's going to be like his 5th pick of the year. Rush for 5 yards with DeBinion. Can we hit Satania deep here? That's a dangerous ball. Oh, we nearly end up with it after the deflection. But good defense by the Longhorns there. Oh, Jordan Anthony, what a catch. That is what we need to get down the field. Taylon Green not having a hot start to this game either. Only 2 for 6, 50 yards. And that throw even was very dangerous, but somehow we come down with it. Now we're going to go back to the ground game. DeBinion getting a big block there and getting a big carry for 13 yards. DeBinion getting the ball again, trying to get to the edge and not able to get there. A loss of 3. Jaquez Cross, unfortunately, not able to do too much in this game. We're going to get him in on this play, but he has a lot of wear and tear from last week. Taylon Green not seeing anything he likes, going to tuck it and run. And we will try to get to the end zone. We're going to get knocked out at the 1-yard line. And we'll go ahead and try to run with DeBinion on this next play. Their defensive line, though, gets into the backfield very quickly. Loss of 1 on that play. We're going to go back to the ground game. No reason not to. We definitely don't want to throw the ball, that's for sure. Taylon Green handing it off to DeBinion. DeBinion will cut it back to the left side, and we will score the first points of the game. Xavier Story is back in the game. He's been able to make a couple tackles now. to get them into a 3rd and 9, and we'll make another one here. We'll let up the completion, but it'll be 4th and 3, and we'll force Texas to punt this one away. 1st and 10 here near midfield. I would love to get the ball to Satania, and he was open there. We just can't get it away quick enough. Offensive line not able to hold the defensive line off for long enough on that play. We're going to go for another passing play here. Again, like I said earlier, I am nervous to throw the ball with Taylor Green most of the time now. And we're going to have to scramble here. We're going to pick up the first. We'll get caught from behind. Good blocking here on this play. Bryce Stevens cutting it back out to the right. And we'll pick up the big first down. We'll be down on the 4-yard line. It's 1st and goal. We have the opportunity to go up 2 scores here at the beginning of the game. And they're going to leave the box pretty empty to Binion. Can he get through those 2 defenders? He cannot. We'll have 1 yard to go. And that'll be the end of the first. We've absolutely dominated this game so far, but we've seen this plenty of times. We need to continue to dominate it. We can't dominate for just 1 quarter anymore. All right, halfback dive to Binion. Can he get his 2nd touchdown of the game? He cannot. We are stuffed yet again. Halfback slam right up the middle yet again, and this time the Binion will get in. And that will be our 2nd touchdown of the game. We're going to lead this one 14-0 here over Texas. And it's already going to be 3rd and 4 for them here. If we get another stop and another punt, that would be massive for us. They're going to run the ball on this play. Justin Logan coming across the field, forcing him out of bounds. We could have got called for a late hit there potentially, but the ref doesn't call it, and that will be 4th and 4. Going to run a play action here. Hasn't worked out for us a lot this season. But we're going to have Bryce Stevens across the middle. Not a great ball, and it will be knocked out as well. Good defense again by Malik Muhammad. Little halfback draw here with Jaquez Cross after the picking up the first down. And it'll be 2nd and 2. The ground game is what's really been working for us. And that makes sense because we're not as good through the air, unfortunately. We're going to run it with Binion here on this next play. Cut it back. We'll pick up a few yards and get the first. 2nd and 13 here after a 3-yard loss. Again, just nowhere to go. The defensive line doesn't have much struggle with this offensive line. 3rd and 13 now. We're going to run the halfback slip screen. See if we can't get Jaquez Cross yet again. Able to get it to him, but we don't have enough blocking. And we are going to be taken down. Jaquez Cross picking up an injury as well. And we're going to have to punt this one away. Texas have potentially the best quarterback in the game, and they've only attempted 4 passes at this point. They're going to stick to the ground again. We're trying to track him down with Carson Dean. We forced the fumble, but Jaden Blue will land right back on it. 2-minute warning here, but Texas are driving, and they are thriving right now. We're going to leave that one short underneath. They're going to complete that pass. They'll be down to the 25. They're going to be forced to throw it underneath yet again, and we will make the stop. They get down to the 19, so they will be able to kick a field goal here. But are they going to be like Auburn's kicker and miss wide right every single time? Let's go ahead and find out here. We're going to try to rush. If we can block this, that would be fantastic. Not enough time for us to get there, and it will be 14-3. 14-3 with the opportunity to make it 21-3 is an exciting prospect. We're going to find Luke Haas out here on the right side, and he will hang on to that ball. Let's go ahead and no-huddle this. Let's get back up to the line, boys. Deep flood here on 2nd and 10. Didn't like the options. Could have found Satania, but I like the run with Taylor Green there. Another run with Taylor Green. They're leaving it open. They are not running any quarterback spies, so we will gladly take the yards. We're going to go ahead and call a timeout. 1st and 10 here at the 13-yard line. We got a tight end crossing route here. Are we going to have Washington open? We are going to have him wide open. Ty Washington with his probably first receiving touchdown of the season, and we're going to be up 21-3. And we force a fumble on the kickoff, pick it up, and it looks like we will. We've got 8 seconds remaining in the half. We can take some shots at the end zone here from the 15-yard line. What a turn of events this is. I'm looking for Jordan Anthony on that out route. We're going to try to get it to him. That's a dangerous ball. We're not going to be able to get it to him. 4 seconds remaining. We'll go ahead and take the field goal if we can get it, of course. Brandon Kimmy, this one will be up, and it will be good, and it will be 24-3 for your Razorbacks here at halftime. Texas starts with the ball here in the second half, and they're going to need to move quickly. They do not need to continue to run the ball like they did last half. They're going to pass this one out here for a short gain of about 7 yards. It looks like they're going to stick with the ground game again here, and they're going to pick up the first down anyways. Texas going with the RPOs on this drive. It's worked out very well for them so far. They're going to run a play action on that play, and we bring the blitz, and we will stop them for a sack. 2nd and 16 now. They'll run the screenplay out to the right. They'll pick up 4 yards, but it'll be 3rd and 12. This is one of the biggest plays of the game. They're going to look to go deep. Jaheim Singletary is there, and he will pick up another interception. We're going to take this one out. Maybe should have just gone for the knee, but we get it out to the 23-yard line anyways, and you know what time it is. It's time for us to chew some clock and to run out the rest of this game if possible. Binion with a big carry and is going to pick up an injury, unfortunately, on that play, which means either Jaquez Cross or Rodney Hill will be back. And Rodney Hill will be in for this play. We're going to get him out on the edge, try to pick up a few yards. We are able to. It's going to be 3rd and 1 here on this next play. But as you can see, we're wasting a lot of clock here. We're already almost to the end of the 3rd quarter. Binion back in the game for this one. We'll run it. We'll get to the outside. He's got a little bit more speed than the rest of our running backs, but he will fumble the football, and it will be Texas ball. But on 3rd and 3 here, we'll just go ahead and stop them. Justin Logan with the blitz. Perfectly timed. So we're lucky that that play doesn't, or that fumble doesn't lead to any points for Texas. Jaquez Cross in the game for that first carry and gets a massive gain for a 1st down. And that will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. We're not going to run another play yet. We're up 24-3 here against the Longhorns, and we're looking to get ourselves back up into the top 10 of the rankings after this week. Jaquez Cross, another carry, picks up another 6. Binion back into the game, getting the ball a couple times, now up to 82 yards rushing on the day with 2 touchdowns as well. If he didn't fumble that one football, I mean, he would have potentially a Player of the Game award, but he still might by the end of it. Rodney Hill now in, and we'll pick up a few. False start on our first play inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal from the 14 now. We're going to try to get it out to the edge with the Binion. Nowhere to go. There is going to be a flag on the play yet again, and it looks like it will be holding. So 2 flags in a row. Going to see us back to the 20-yard line. It actually sees us back to the 24. So 1st and goal from the 24-yard line. Try to run the jet touch pass. We have to cut it back upfield for only 2. But this run will take us down inside the 2-minute warning. We pick up a few yards as well, and that's exactly what we'll do. We get a couple yards with the Binion. He's up to 100 for the game. We will settle for the field goal. It will be up, and it will be barely good. We are up 27-3. Texas moving down the field quickly, though. They will find themselves a touchdown here with only a minute left in the 4th quarter. They're going to go for 2 here as well. They're going to try to make it 27-11. They try to go for a run, though, and we will stop that easily. It'll be 27-9, and they're going to go for the onside kick here. And they will kick it, and we will end up with it. Jaden Wilson, we're going to go ahead and get tackled here. Only a minute remaining means that we will be able to just kneel this one out. And that is how the game will end. So your Razorbacks come into Austin, Texas, and beat down on the Texas Longhorns 27-9 to get a massive win for us to put us back at 6-2 on the season. Rashad Binion with Player of the Game, 21 carries, 100 yards, and 2 touchdowns to come in for the slightly injured Jaquez Cross. He had a fantastic game. Another very average, very not so great game from Taylor Green through the air. Only 12 of 22 for 164 yards. The most important thing, though, was no interceptions. We do lose a fumble with Rashad Binion, but we, of course, get a couple touchdowns as well. Well over 200 yards rushing today on the ground. And then defensively, we had a fantastic game, giving up only 9 points. Doesn't get much better than that. Jaheim Singletary with 2 more interceptions. I mean, he's having a fantastic season this year. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the team stats throughout this point in the season. 1,800 yards for Taylor Green, 19 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. I think moving forward, we're definitely going to try to stick with the ground game. We've got a few good running backs, and we've also got Taylor Green that can run. There's just no reason for us not to try to run the ball this year as much as we possibly can, which is unfortunate because of players like Jordan Anthony, Isaiah Satania, players like that. I want to get them the ball, but it's just tough because we're definitely not near as good at throwing the ball as we are at running the ball. And then defensively, we've had a great season so far, but we just have to talk about the amount of interceptions we have. We're now up to 18 interceptions as a team through 8 games, which is a lot. I mean, I don't know. And then Jaheim Singletary single-handedly has 6. They keep trying to test this man deep, and it keeps working out for us. They don't even try to go to Jalen Braxton's side of the field, which is still working out for us very well also, but I don't know what teams are doing, why they think they can go deep against us. It never works out for them. And so we'll go ahead and skip to the next week here. Going to be facing off against the Tennessee Volunteers. Not going to see any commitments this week, and we do lose out on 3-star quarterback Emmett Singletary to North Carolina as well. And the Vols are back into the top 25 also, number 23 now. We're up into the top 10, sitting at number 9. Let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the top 25 as of right now. Georgia and LSU now sitting at 1 and 2. We've got a game against LSU coming up here in a couple weeks, and that will be in the next episode. Texas A&M now back up to 5th after a win over UTEP. We, of course, beat them earlier this season. The SEC is looking very, very strong. Oklahoma 1 spot ahead of us. Florida down at 17th. Tennessee at 23rd. Auburn at 24th. Texas, of course, just got bounced out of the top 25 last week. The SEC has so many good teams, and we're one of them. Right now, the college football playoff bracket has us in the 10 spot, facing off against Oregon as of right now. That, of course, will change many times, but A&M's in there. Georgia, Oklahoma, LSU are in there as well from the SEC. So 5 SEC teams projected to make the college football playoff. And this is how the Heisman watch is looking right now. Nico Ayamaleva, I'm not sure how to say his name, the quarterback for Tennessee. Our upcoming opponents is, of course, in the Heisman watch. Only a sophomore. Had a great game last week against Oklahoma with a passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown as well. So we'll have to see if we can stop him this week. Recruiting-wise, we're still in a battle with Georgia for Cole Cutting, but they are 100% winning that battle. We're going to try to hard sell him this week on Student of the Game, but we have been recruiting him all year and somehow, well, not all year, but we still somehow don't have all of his interests unlocked. So unfortunately, we're just going to have to kind of play a guessing game. It looks like we're going to lose out on him. We could potentially lose out on Nick Clinton, but he has only just now dropped his top 5. We are unable to schedule a visit for him because the only home game we have left is Missouri, and we can't schedule him for that. So, not sure why. Still in first for Flavors, still in first for Khalid Smith, now in 4th for Elliot Gaxer. Oklahoma has now overtaken us. We're in first for Deshaun Ritter, but not too worried about it. We've got 4 other signed offensive tackles as of right now. And then a punter that, we just need to go after one, but we're not too worried about that, obviously. So we might start going after this quarterback here, Greg Quincy, the number 104 player in the country. A field general, has great power, great accuracy, not a whole lot of speed, but that's okay. No one's going after him right now, so we will be the ones to do so, and we'll go ahead and send the house. That's all we'll do for recruiting this week, so we'll get into this game against Tennessee. Another top 25 matchup for the Razorbacks this season. A win here solidifies us in the top 10, but a loss will certainly knock us out of the top 15. All right, boys, let's get active on defense to start this game. We know how tough of a place Neyland Stadium can be to play in. Wow, what is going on there? They're going to test Jaheim Singletary on the first play of the game, and we will get a pick 6. What a terrible decision from the quarterback. Jaheim Singletary, man, there's not much more left to say about that kid. I mean, I think that's his 3rd pick 6 of the season. This drive not starting off quite as good as the last one, but I mean, what a season that kid is having. Yes, sir. We're going to stop them on 3rd and 6 on this drive. They're on our side of the 50. They're at the 39-yard line, but it looks like they're going to go ahead and go for the punt anyways. Not going to risk it. I'm just going to go ahead and give it back to us. Not even a minute and a half into this game now. Tennessee's already had 2 possessions and have failed to convert on either of them. We're going to use Taylor Green's legs here on this play. We're going to get a block from Jordan Anthony. Not going to risk the wear and tear. We'll pick up 20. Wow, what a play from Taylor Green to get this one out to Jordan Anthony. We will get all the way down to the 11-yard line for Tennessee. And we're already knocking on the door of the end zone here, just 2 minutes into this game. We'll go read option on this play, try to cut it back inside that Luke has block, but unfortunately the defense reads us well. We'll go ahead and go with RPO here on 2nd and 11. Try to find Jordan Anthony or Isaiah Satania out here on this left side, if possible. I like the pass here to Satania, but we'll only pick up 6. Now it's 3rd and 5, but we can always use Taylor Green's legs to get away. We scramble, we break 1 tackle, we break another one. It's going to be 4th and inches. I mean, we should go for this, shouldn't we? Only, less than 1 yard to go. We'll go with the old QB sneak, see if we can't get forward. We do. We don't get the touchdown, but we might as well go for it yet again. So we'll go for the QB sneak 2 plays in a row and see if we can't score off of it. We'll dive forward, and we will get the touchdown, which means your Razorbacks take a 14-0 lead very early in this game. Uh-oh. Tennessee gonna run for the touchdown here with the quarterback. They fake us out well. 33 yards for Nico there. Not gonna even try to say his last name. They get a touchdown back, and they'll get this extra point for the 7-point deficit here in the first quarter. And it's 3rd and 6 here on our next possession. We're in a little bit of trouble here. We're gonna try to run the ball with the Binion. We get out to the outside. We'll stay in bounds momentarily, but we'll eventually get out after a gain of 10. 3rd and 2 from right at midfield. We're going to run double slants here at the end of the first quarter. We could hit Satania here. That's not Satania. Is that Stevens? And did he catch that ball? It looks like he did, and that will be the end of the first quarter. Tennessee have 0 passing yards, but 111 rushing yards at the end of the first quarter. So obviously there's some things we need to work on defensively. Oh, Jaquez cross. What a fantastic play call with the halfback stretch, and we will pick up an easy gain of 20 there. Next play on 1st and goal is going to be an RPO. Oh, we should not have thrown that ball. Why did we do that? Taylor Green can't help himself but to throw an interception. Oh, they're going to test our secondary on that play, and they're going to complete that pass, and Tennessee will quickly tie this game up. We got out to that 14-0 lead, and we got a little cocky, and now it is going to be 14-14 after this PAT. That is a massive momentum shift. We're going to go with the play action here on our next play. Oh, and we're going to find Satania with a beautiful ball. He's going to look to go back across the middle, and that will be a massive first down for us. Going to go to Jordan Anthony with this jet touch pass. We can't get the block on the edge, but we're still able to get out to the edge with Jordan Anthony. That 99 speed works in handy. Oh, I mean, I would just love to not throw an interception with Taylor Green. That ball was so short compared to where I wanted it. I wanted that ball to be on the pylon, and he could barely even get it to him. And that's going to be another interception. And now we have to find a way to stop this Tennessee offense, this high-powered Tennessee offense. And that'll certainly help. Oh, but they're going to call that an incomplete pass. Interesting that it wasn't a fumble there, but nonetheless, that will be 3rd and 8. And we're going to put them under a little bit of pressure, and we are going to come up with a pick ourselves. Xavier Sori with this one. Spin move inside, doesn't really do much, but we're back down to the Tennessee 16. Up the middle, hopefully it works out for us. Unfortunately, Blackstock cannot hold on to his block long enough for us to get the first down, so we will have to settle for the field goal. And it will be up, and it will be good, but a flag on the play. And it will be running into the kicker, so we will be able to get a first down. 1st and goal on the 5-yard line. That is great luck for us. We're going to go with the run play on the next play. Jaquez cross. Going to get this handoff here. Cut it up the middle. Run forward. And we'll get into the end zone. And we will catch a lucky break here. And we will be up 21-7. Excuse me, 21-14. Tennessee getting the ball down the field quickly, though. We're going to go with man coverage here on 1st and 10. Going to give up 9 yards, unfortunately. Mike Matthews for Tennessee, already over 100 yards receiving. They like to run this spread offense, and unfortunately, it does not work well for us. We don't have as much speed as I would like, and we're going to continue to give up easy throws. Like that one. I mean, there's a reason Tevis Metcalf is supposed to be guarding that area, but unfortunately cannot break up the pass. That'll be another touchdown for Tennessee. It looks like this game could go into half, tied 21. Oh, Satania is wide open and will break the tackle as well. I was going to say we're just going to run the ball to end off the half, but we get down the field very quickly there on that play. And we're very nearly in field goal position already. Oh, and Jaquez cross is wide open down the middle. Unfortunately, we do not get a block from Satania out there. We would have been in the end zone, but we'll go ahead and take a timeout. And it's 21-21. We should at least come away with a field goal from this possession by Tennessee. I'm just going to go ahead and settle for the field goal. And it will be up, and it will be no good, not even close. And our kicker, unfortunately, ruins that chance for us. And now it'll be Tennessee possession. They will go ahead and kneel it out for the final play of the half. 3rd and 1 here for our first possession in the second half. We'll pick up the first with Jaquez Cross. Oh, Jordan Anthony wide open. We'll pick up a block from Satania, and we'll get down the field. Jordan Anthony has got to be my favorite target on this team. 3rd and 8 for the boys in Tennessee territory here at the 30-yard line. I don't love that ball, but I like it a little bit, and Stevens is unable to hold on. I mean, is there any point in us even really trying to go for the 47-yard field goal here? I don't really think there is much of a reason. So we're going to try a pass play here. Actually, we're going to try to scramble with Taylon Green, and we are unable to get away from the defensive line there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. 2 good stops in a row for us sees this into 3rd down in Tennessee's ball. But we will stop them on 3rd down, and it will be 4th and 4, and they'll punt it right back to us. Read option has not been working for us a whole lot this game. We're going to run it again, though. This time, we are going to pick up the 1st down. Jaquez Cross fighting for more yards as well. And we're into Tennessee territory. We're actually going to run a play action here. I mean, they're not guarding Bryce Stevens at all, which means he should be open, and he is. And that is the easiest touchdown we may have had all season long. There's just no reason for them to not guard 2 receivers out there on the left side, and they disregarded both of them. 3rd and 2 here for Tennessee. We're going to split the gap with Justin Logan, but we run the wrong side, and they'll pick up the first. They've been driving very well here on this drive. Very tough to stop them, whether through the run or through the air. This time they're going to run a play action. They're going to test us deep, and Eric Hawker is there this time. No reason for us to get as many picks as we do, but I am very, very happy that our defense is as good as it is. Jet sweep here with Jordan Anthony. Can we get him out to the edge? We can. We get a good block from Bryce Stevens as well. And we'll be into Tennessee territory quickly. And that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. So if we can score on this drive, if we can get a touchdown on this drive, we will go up 14. And we will put ourselves in a good spot to win this game. But unfortunately here on 2nd down, we don't get a good run. 3rd and 6, we're going to have to go with the pass play. We're going to go with the strong flood to the right side here. Oh, Taylon Green breaks a tackle. We can't get a block from anyone else, though. And we're unable to throw the ball. So we'll have to punt here on 4th down. Well, this drive certainly isn't going how we want it to. There's just so much open space in the middle of the field. It's impossible for us to guard everything. We're going to stop them here before the 1st down. But whether they run it or whether they pass it, they are moving down the field very quickly. They'll run it again on this play. This time the quarterback is keeping it, and the safety is just deciding to not come down and to not try to tackle him before he gets to the end zone. So it's going to be 28-28 here if Tennessee makes this extra point. And they do just that. This game is turning into a barn burner. Tennessee are going with the no huddle after every play. So I think what we're going to do is the opposite. And we are going to chew the clock down to where there's almost no time left. We do not want to risk giving them the ball back with any time left on the clock. We're just going to run it as much as we can and try not to fumble while we move down the field. I tried to take Jaquez Cross out of the game before that run, but they kept him in. Unfortunately, we're not able to do any hot routes here either. This is going to be a tough play, but we're going to scramble with Taylon Green. We're going to pick up more than the 1st down. Jordan Anthony, big catch, big throw by Taylon Green there, who has had a pretty good game. Again, barring the interceptions, which is, something we have to say every week. Not a great ball there to Jordan Anthony, but we get it completed. Only 11 of 15, Taylon Green, but for over 300 yards this game. Jaquez Cross has so much wear and tear that there's no reason to run the ball with him. And we're going to continue to do so. I mean, I even dropped him to 4th on the depth chart. And I don't know why he is still in the game. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. But you can see he's got basically 72 speed, 54 strength. I mean, all of his attributes are going down by 15 plus. So we'll see how this works. We're going to get it up the middle. It'll be 3rd and 3. Tennessee going to use their final timeout. So a first down here is absolutely massive for us. Luke Haas is going to just stand in the way. And now they want us to kick the field goal from 31 yards. But unfortunately, I am not confident in my kicker, even from 31 yards. So we are going to run the QB sneak right up the middle and hope that we get the first down. And we do. We are just going to run it up the middle until we can't get any closer. And we will use our final timeout here after this 3rd and 5 run. We're going to go up the middle with the Binion. We'll almost get the first down. Only a few seconds remaining. And we will now call the timeout and go for the field goal for the win. It's only 20 yards. It is up. It is barely inside that left upright. But it is good. And your Arkansas Razorbacks will win this game here at Tennessee, 31-28. The Heartbreak Hogs break the hearts of not their fans this time, but the hearts of the Tennessee Volunteer fans. Taylon Green, again, with a fantastic game, barring those 2 interceptions. Only 11 completions, but 300-plus yards through the air. And we'll have to see how many he had on the ground as well. 51 on the ground for Taylon Green, 130 for Jaquez Cross. Rashad Binion with 23 to add on to that, so over 200 yards rushing. Not a lot for the receiving core, obviously, only 11 catches total, but all of them averaged 25 or more yards per catch. That is a pretty incredible statistic. There wasn't a lot of defense in this game. Between the two teams combined, there was over 900 yards gained. But obviously, interceptions are the name of the game yet again. Singletary, Hawker, and Xavier Sori all get one to give us the win, 31-28. Shout out to our kicker for making that 20-yard field goal. That takes us to 7-2 on the season here in Week 11. Tennessee's already played 11 games, where we've only played 9. We're going to go ahead and advance the week just to see if we pick up any commitments in recruiting, and then we will round off the episode. We do not, and we lose Cole Cutting and a right tackle to Tennessee. Cole Cutting to Georgia, obviously. But we're now ranked 5th in the country after that big win. And so that'll do it for this episode, boys. Let's take a look at the team schedule. Our first 3 games, our opponents all have, of course, losing records. But look at the last 6 games that we played. Notre Dame ranked 14th, A&M ranked 2nd, Mississippi State 5-4, Auburn 18th in the country. We lost to Texas, they're 6-4. Tennessee is a top 25 team, and now we play LSU before we move on to play Ole Miss and Missouri with both terrible records so far this season. So if we can get past LSU, we should go 10-2. If you like that little rhyme scheme I did right there, please be sure to like the video. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And I will catch you guys in the next episode where we are going to face off against number 7 LSU in that first game. And I'm hoping you guys are ready for it. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.